The Kremlin's forces have achieved a tactical breakthrough by capturing settlements near Lysychansk, which could lead to the encirclement of Ukrainian troops in the area. In recent days, Russian forces have gained ground around Lysychansk, according to Ukrainian officials and Western military analysts, and appear to be closing in on the city while fighting for full control of its battle-scarred twin, Severodonetsk. The advance puts Russia in sight of capturing or surrounding the last two holdout cities in Luhansk province, which, together with neighboring Donetsk, form the eastern industrial region of the Donbass, which has become the focal point of the war. This phase of the conflict has been marked by brutal artillery exchanges, with Kyiv urging the US and its Western allies to send more of the heavy firepower it needs to counter Moscow's forces. The Ukrainian army said Tuesday that Russian troops had captured a number of key villages south of Lysychansk, allowing them to bombard the city, which has already been heavily shelled for weeks, from closer range and raising fears that they could try to encircle Ukrainian forces from that direction. The development is a clear setback for Ukraine, the Institute for the Study of War, a US-based military think tank, said in its daily assessment Tuesday. Ukrainian and Russian forces have been waging a street-to-street battle for weeks over control of Severodonetsk, which lies on the other side of the Siversky Donets River. The city's defenders have been confined to its industrial zone, but they have continued to hold out, Luhansk Governor Serhiy Haidai said Wednesday. It was believed that Russia might have to wait to take full control of Severodonetsk and then attempt a risky river crossing, which it has struggled with before it could threaten Lysychansk from the northeast. But now it appears to be closing in from the southwest. Russian forces may be able to threaten Lysychansk in the coming days while avoiding a difficult opposed crossing of the Siversky Donets River, the Institute for the Study of War said. The Kremlin's forces have achieved a tactical breakthrough near Lysychansk, said the head of intelligence at the consultancy Lebec, Michael A. Horowitz, a geopolitical and security analyst. The Russian army has breached through some of the Ukrainian defenses and are now approaching Lysychansk, he said. Although they are staging a staunch and brave defense of the area, the Ukrainian military may have to make some difficult choices in the coming days or weeks. Oleksiy Arestovich, an advisor to President Volodymyr Zelensky, was quoted by the Ukrainian news agency Union on Tuesday as saying the Ukrainian armed forces were having big problems near Severodonetsk and Lysychansk. He said the threat that the Russians will try to encircle Ukrainians in the area is absolutely real. Taking the twin cities would give Moscow full control of Luhansk province, moving it closer to achieving its objective of capturing the entire region. The gains will come as a boost for Russian President Vladimir Putin, who made capturing the Donbass his primary objective after military setbacks early in the war forced Moscow's troops to retreat from around Kyiv, the capital. Putin laid flowers Wednesday in memory of the war dead as both countries marked the anniversary of Nazi Germany's invasion of the then Soviet Union in 1941, which Ukrainian officials have compared to Moscow's invasion of their country just short of 4 months ago. Russians control about 97% of the Luhansk Oblast, said defense analyst Konrad Muzyka, the director of Rochin Consulting, based in Poland, which specializes in Russia and Belarus. Once they capture Severodonetsk fully and then Lysychansk, they will be on the verge of fulfilling one of the goals of the second phase of this military operation. It is incredibly important for Russia that this happens from their point of view. While it would be a significant blow to the Ukrainian army, the breakthrough near Lysychansk is not itself a major turning point in the war, Horowitz said, as the Russian forces are still grinding through Ukrainian defenses rather than making swift breaches. We're in a long war, where battles just aren't as decisive as they used to be, he said. The next few days will be critical, Muzyka said, and if the Russian forces continue to capture settlements west of Lysychansk, it could indicate that their aim is to encircle the city and cut off potential withdrawal routes for Ukrainian troops. That could mean more urban warfare like what was seen for weeks in the streets of Severodonetsk, as Ukrainians are likely to dig in. Ultimately, if this week's breakthrough does bring about the full capture of the Luhansk Oblast, it would leave Russia in control of a large chunk of the Donbass, and Moscow would be likely to immediately sharpen its focus on the other half of the key eastern region. If Russians are successful in this area, we are probably looking at a relatively fast approach of Russian forces to Sloviansk, a strategic city in the nearby Donetsk region, Muzyka said. And then we are looking at the start of the battle for Donetsk. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we look forward to seeing you next time.